Well, you rarely hear that a player's gone ahead and really fail a medical. And guys, there is a very high profile player that's gone ahead to fail a medical that I'm going to reveal to you in this video. And that's why you need to not go anywhere. And Dusan Vlahovic asking price has been said by Juventus, but there is uncertainty on who is going to sign him from Juventus. And lastly, we are talking about Dominik, a very good defender that he's close to joining Liverpool, formerly linked to Arsenal and very many other teams, but it looks like he is going to go on and really join Liverpool, as Fabrizio Romano and David Austin have gone ahead to break the story. So welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? This is the Transfer News Show. The Christians, how is it going? And I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim viewers and subscribers, Juma Karim, it's a Friday, you are flocking the Muslims, and you guys have thrown there and you've gone ahead to really show the greatness of Allah. So thank you very much for watching it through, and I go by the names of our Destiny, close to 300 likes, smash on this video, and I would love to call upon everyone who is literally watching this channel. If at all you've not yet subscribed, go on and subscribe to this channel. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you to get notified every time I upload a video onto this YouTube channel. Now, it's great that me and you are really watching this channel, and I'm doing my job and you're doing your job. I'm presenting, you're also doing your job. Now, today is really a very good day, as we've reached the 30th of June. That marks, I think, 16 days into the summer transfer window. Remember, it officially opened on 14th June. And now, Dusan Vlahovic was one of the huge talkabouts before we even ended the season. Towards the final bend of the season, he was linked to every team: Real Madrid, Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, PSG, Newcastle, close to 8-10 teams. That's where he was linked. But surprisingly, Juventus have found themselves setting a price for a player whose interest has not been communicated by any team right now from the top tier world of football. And we've been told by Calesio Mercato, coming in from Italy, that Vlahovic currently has no current offers to leave Juventus. They want not less than 90 million euros for the player, who otherwise will remain in Turin to help the team relaunch itself. His agent hopes that one of the elite clubs will come forward to satisfy Juve demands. And that is it, coming in from Calesio Mercato. And he's really one of those players that you will obviously want to go on and really listen to, and watch when he's playing the game of football. That is Dusan Vlahovic. I love the player. And when you talk about teams that really need centre forwards right now, it's Manchester United. They're really badly in need of one, though they are leaning so much onto Rasmus Højlund after they found themselves in a situation of losing out on Harry Kane. They don't want to see themselves really go into what we call a long chase with Daniel Levy, and they're not willing to pay £100 million. Now, they're into Rasmus Højlund, that is Man United. And PSG are into Victor Osimhen. Their bid of £86 million was rejected by PSG. You remember that very well. And which other? Chelsea is also in need of strikers, and they're so much into Victor Osimhen. Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappe. Bayern Munich, they are chasing for this guy, Harry Kane. So when you look at all teams that are really looking in for strikers, they are not so much focused onto Dusan Vlahovic. I don't know why, because he's one of those strikers that I believe can come into my team, Man United, and obviously get the job done, because he's a very good striker. He's a modern striker. He's a towering of a lad. He's a giant. I believe that he's meant for the Premier League, because his physicality is undoubted. For Arsenal, they wanted to sign this player in the winter transfer window of 2021, but he shunned them and went to Juventus. To me, I thought it was a move in a wrong direction, but he was fancying to play in the Champions League. But if at all it was Dusan Vlahovic and his agent, I wouldn't have downwatered that chance of Arsenal, because he would have gone ahead to find himself playing for Arsenal, and Arsenal wouldn't have gone in to sign in Gabriel Jesus. But because he shunned Arsenal and went to Juventus, Arsenal are not looking at him anymore. I mean, this him being a different kind of striker altogether. He's a prolific number 9. You know, he's very much clinical, and he has a very good hold-up play that he brings to the team, and the aerial presence or the aerial prowess of really winning those long balls and obviously heading them to the back of the net. That's what he is all about. He has a lot of attributes on him that if at all you keep watching, he's a joy for the eye, and he can keep you off your seat or on the edge of your seat every time he gets hold of that ball. But Juventus have gone ahead to put 90 million euros onto the player, and talking of 90 million euros, that is close to 80 million. 90 million, that's like 78 million pounds onto Dusan Vlahovic. And most people will ask themselves that is he worth that amount of money? I'll tell you, he's worth it. In a market where Rasmus Højlund, who has not even scored 10 goals in a season at Atalanta, he's going in for 80 million euros. Why do you say that? Vlahovic, who is a proven striker, though he had a very on and off season because of injuries, he's not worth 90 million euros. Right? In a market where a player who is nearing his third decade in his age, Harry Kane, is costing 120 million euros, why isn't Vlahovic worth that amount of money? So I really understand the argument or the basis of the argument, but it all goes down to what the potential of this player is. He wants to play in the Champions League. He believes that he's not in good terms with the coach, that is Allegri of Juventus, and he might be wanting a new future. And he's looking in for a new future, looks like he's all leaning towards the side of the Premier League to go ahead and really sign him. But we wait and see whether teams like Man United will go ahead and really make a U-turn to go ahead and really sign him, because, you know, desperate times call for desperate moments. So we anticipate that Dusan Vlahovic might be one of those, so that he comes to the Premier League and brace the league. So that is it for Dusan Vlahovic. His asking price has been set 90 million euros. And you think he's worth 90 million euros? All that into the comment section below. After that, let's do something concerning this man known as Dominik Szoboszlai. That his second name is really hard for me to pronounce. I'm sorry to say. I need to first hear someone pronounce it, then I come in here and obviously pronounce it. But Fabrizio Romano has told us that negotiations between Liverpool and RB Leipzig for Dominik are very advanced and progressing to the final stages. Key points being clarified on the price between the two clubs. No issues on player side, more to follow. Now, this is Fabrizio Romano. He was the first to put out this story, and then David Austin came up with a more further clarification onto this story. Liverpool are pushing ahead with the deal to sign Dominik. Looked difficult but dynamic. Has shifted. Plus Newcastle out. Now appears Liverpool confident it can get it done amid talks with RB Leipzig over Fabio Carvalho, set to complete today. Now, this guy is 22 years of age. He plays for RB Leipzig, and it looks like Liverpool have gone ahead to really send Carvalho on loan at RB Leipzig in response of getting this deal over the line to win it over Newcastle, because Newcastle was also interested in this defender to bring him at the club. But he's a very elite defender, and he's a ball-playing right-sided centre-back, and Liverpool needs that. So, with Joel Matip, 33 years of age, injuries are catching up on him, and Gomez, on and off, they believe that they need to reinforce a little bit into their defense. So they want to add Dominik to Konate and Virgil van Dijk, meaning that those are going to be some good additions, because Phillips is going to be sold, and everything is going to go on and really act well for the side of Liverpool. But for Liverpool, the rebuild is still on. they've only signed one player, that is McAllister, and the fact was that most of the players they want to sign are playing in the under 21 Euro tournament, and they need them to get done and see whether have they got any injuries or not, such that they bring them at Liverpool. One of those is Thuram, and the other is Kone, and they all play for the French national team. But this one, I first heard him when he was linked to Arsenal, and finally Liverpool are really winning the race to sign this 22-year-old defender that is doing wonders at the RB Leipzig side. Now, lastly, this is one of the things that really happens in the game of football. I last heard of it when Nabil Fekir failed a medical at Liverpool and went to play in for Real Betis. And here we come at a side known as Al Nassr. It's Chelsea forward Hakim Ziyech. £80 million move to Saudi Arabia side. Al Nassr has collapsed. According to club sources in the Gulf, the 30-year-old could not agree final terms over a 3-year contract. Sorry about that. So Ninza Kinsella is a Chelsea correspondent for the Standard Sport, and he never gave us a reason as to why this medical really collapsed, and he never gave us a reason as to why this reason collapsed. But Sammy McBall, tier 1 journalist coming in from the Daily Mail, chief football reporter, confirmed us that Hakim Ziyech's move to Al Nassr is off after any problem was raised in his medical. Chelsea would have recouped an £8 million transfer fee as part of the deal. Ziyech was in line to earn £9 million net per year. That is Hakim Ziyech. Just gone ahead to fail the transfer, and this is one of those punctures that Chelsea wouldn't like to get in the transfer travel of Hakim Ziyech, because they need money to get these deals done over the line, especially deals of Caicedo. That's why they've gone ahead to sell for players to the Saudi League, and the two have passed. That is Khalid Koulibaly and Eduardo Mendy. The third player, the transfers really failed, and now they're waiting to see whether Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will find himself playing for that side of Saudi Arabia. But as it stands, it's a very, very, very huge blow that Hakim Ziyech has gone ahead to fail the medical, meaning that he's returning back to Chelsea to see to it that he really recovers, and obviously they find themselves in a situation of whether taking him with Pochettino or not. So that is what we have for you today, and now I call upon for your reactions in the comment section below about Hakim Ziyech failing his medical. What do you make about it? And obviously a story coming in from a side of what side? The side of Liverpool, that they are closing in on Dominik, who plays for RB Leipzig. A sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Third story of the day and more is yet to come onto this channel. Don't go away. Ciao, ciao.